We're talking more about the laser eye care surgery at Care Specialsts, and it's for the cataract, and it's kind of one of its kind here in Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania. But we also want to talk about the facility providing it today. Care Specialist. Joining us today is Dr. Don Savage. Dr. Savage, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, I know your association with Care Specialist kind of goes all the way back over 30 years. Tell us a little bit about your history with the company.
Well, Care Specialist and its predecessors actually go back 50 years. I go back 30 years, and I truly feel like the grandfather of the practice. And I think it's fair to say that I've seen it all. I started in 1982, and we got bigger and bigger and bigger, partly out of necessity and partly to provide the best service and the most up-to-date technology that's possible.
Now, I know lately we've been talking a lot about, at Care Specialists, the new laser surgery that you offer. That's really one of its kind in the area. Tell us a little bit more about the changes you've seen in cataract surgery over the years. I mean, back 30 years ago, it was a much more complicated process.
Exactly. I was just talking to one of your producers, directors outside, and he recalls having his mother being operated on in the 1970s, where it was a hospitalization of 2 or 3 days with sandbags between her heads. That evolved by the time I started, but it was still a major operation where patients stayed overnight. The recovery was not nearly as rapid. Implant lenses were in their infancies. So we've really had to reinvent ourselves over the years, probably 3 or 4 times, with 3 or 4 major technological leaps over the years, doing it a different way. I couldn't imagine 30 years ago that somebody could come in and be in a surgical center for 2 hours, have their cataract removed, an implant placed using a laser or not, 8 to 10 minutes to do it, and they walk out 15 minutes later. And the vast majority of them come in the next day smiling because they're seeing better already.
Yeah, it's so impressive, the changes over the years. And, you know, you're really part of a very large staff. You've grown out to, what, 28 different doctors and eye care facility people?
We have a total of 28 doctors. Some of those are MDs and some of them are ODs or optometrists. And we've got more satellite offices than I think I can count on both fingers, but I'm not sure how many there are.
So plenty of professionals, plenty of offices to go check out. And I know at Care Specialist, Doctor, you're always taking pride in putting the patient first.
Yeah, and I think part of that is that we've been dedicated to always being willing to spend the money for the latest technology. The new LenSec laser is part of that. Having, being large enough as well as part of it. If you're a small mom and pop shop, you simply can't afford the latest technology, which is in the best patient's interests and the most advanced tools for the doctors to use.
Yeah, now today you sit really as the, one of the only facilities in Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania to offer this brand new laser surgery for cataracts.
That's correct. In Northeastern Pennsylvania, we're the first with this particular unit.
All right, and Dr. Savage, I know there's a lot more information up on your website.
That's right, and our website is www.icarespecialists.com.
All right, Dr. Don Savage taking us all the way back of 30 years of history and his association with Care Specialists. Thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thanks, Dave.